Hey, what's going on, guys? Blaze here on Building the End. Today I'm going to be talking about the triggers you look in the end. So, I already talked about every single grade except for grade 3, which is obvious, and then, triggers. So, triggers, there's 4 different kind of triggers here: heal, crit, draw, stand. I only play heal, crit, and draw, but I'm going to talk about all of them right now. So, let's first get the first obvious one out the way. Heal trigger, play 4. Simple. It's no-brainer, play 4 heal triggers. So, in all honesty, you only have a choice between, let's see, the stand, draw, or crit. You have 12 triggers, not counting your heals. So, what kind of spread would you want to play between your draws, crits, draws, and stands? Some people like to play 8 crit and 4 draw. Some people like playing 7 crit, 5 draw. Some people like playing 6 draw, 6 crit, 7 draw, 5 crit. I've even seen 8 draw and 4 crit. Or some people like to do the same thing with stands, like 8 stands, 5 draws, and etc. Or I've seen a very good player named Scarecrow Kaiser on YouTube. He got first at his Michigan Regionals. I saw his deck profile in the end. He played 4 of each. So that's definitely an option as well. Well, in all honesty, I've said this a couple times before. I'm not sure if it's on my channel or not, but as I started playing Vanguard a little over a year ago. I remember like March of last year, like right after Set 2 came out in English. And I've been playing Vanguard ever since then. And I've learned that Vanguard is a very, very different game than any other card game. And that's because the player preference in this game is a really big influence on how you build and play the deck. If you don't know what that basically means there is no, like, standard cookie cutter net deck list that you should play. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or Pokemon, I don't know, but I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's always, like, if you play other card games, you would know the tier 1 decks, and they all have their own, like, specific deck list that you should follow, like, excluding 1 or 2 cards, because of player preference. Well, in Vanguard, yes, there are, some standards, like, if you're playing the end, you've got to play 4 heals and 4, overlords, that's obvious, but some things in Vanguard, actually most cards, like in your deck of Vanguard, will be on how you like to play the deck in the game in general, your player style, your player preference. And that's why I stress that everybody should play test at locals or on Google Plus like I do, or whatever, to see what your play style is and what you like, because honestly, through all my videos, you can't copy the exact deck that I do, because you play the game differently than I do. And like for the triggers, some people are perfectly fine with playing 8 crit and 4 draw. Well, I think that it's not enough draw trigger for me. I play 6/6 because I think that the 6 crits are more than enough, and with the 4 heals, the 10 Ks in your deck is enough. That's the same thing with like any other deck. Some people like maybe playing 4 Blaster Blades in their MLB deck. Some people just like playing 3. It greatly varies on your player preference. So that's why you gotta play the game a long time and know what your play style is. You have to really test your decks on your own. That's why Vanguard is very different, because you have to test the decks out on your own and find out what you like to play, what fits your style. That's why a lot of people don't like playing Vanguard, because they can't simple net deck off of a deck list they see online. I've tried that before, trust me guys. I've tried it a lot of times and it doesn't work. So that being said, some people like playing stands over crits. Some people like playing the other way around. Just because most people play more crits than stands doesn't mean that you should totally take out stands out of the question. It's just, I personally don't like stands as much as crits. Because I've tested playing 8 crit, 4 draw, I've tested playing 7 crit, 5 draw, and I've tested 6 and 6. Right now, I really like 6 and 6, because I like the extra draw power, the card advantage, and the pressure that crits do. So, honestly, I can't make a video, like a good informative video on the triggers, simply because you have to test them out yourself. Now, there are like dozens of different variations on how to spread out your triggers between 12. Just don't do something like 3 crits, 1 draw, and 8 stand. Like, I think that just playing one of a trigger is like not relevant, or not like useful or meaningful, I would say. Just do something reasonable, you know. Just don't do like a 12 crit, 12 draw, because that doesn't work. Because you draw into your triggers, but yeah. Some people also like playing just 12 crit and 4 heals, just simply because you double crit a lot. Well, that's their logic, and I have my own logic. So, that's why I would first recommend playing 8 crit, 4 draw, because that's how I started, and then you slowly play games, and slowly, maybe, if you realize you don't have enough field presence, or you don't draw into your overlords enough, or maybe you don't just have any cards in hand in general, maybe add 1 more draw and take a 1 crit, play a 7 crit and 5 draw for a while, and the difference of the 1 draw, the difference actually matters in Vanguard, which is why also this game is different. Like, 1 card actually matters a lot, and it's actually very apparent. You can actually see the difference between 4 draw and 5 draw, because I've played it a lot of times. You can easily tell the difference of the 1 draw trigger, and you gotta play a couple games with it and play around with it and see if you like that difference. Now, if you're like me and you feel that 5 draw is still not enough, maybe you want to get that extra draw into more grade 1 boosters and just grade 2 attackers and have more field presence, then maybe you should try 6 draw, 6 crit like I'm playing right now. I played at shop qualifiers, I played at regionals, I played it like every week. I probably will play every week for now, and I personally love it. And also my friend, I think he plays 7 draw, 5 crit. I haven't tested that out, but maybe if you think that still the 6 draws it's not enough hand presence, hand advantage, maybe go ahead, why not try 7 draws. And also, another thing to add, with, in the end, the deck, it's just this deck itself, the more draw triggers you have, I have a theory, my friend told me that, the more draw triggers you have, the more cards in your hand, obviously, and the more cards in your hand, the more your opponent will think that you have an extra copy of the end. So, I guess you would say that more draw triggers means that whenever you attack with your Vanguard at the end, your opponent will guard more. That seems somewhat logical, but yeah. So, and then stands. Honestly, I didn't talk much about stands in this video because I don't play stands. Stands are great. Maybe if you activate the end effect and you twin drive stand your booster behind the end, and that's awesome. You can stand a 10k vanilla, or stand a burning horn and power, that's 17 right there, which is pretty awesome against MLB. And stands are more if you're that kind of player that usually doesn't have that many boosters. It's just you have just a grade 2 on the side unboosted and just attack with that first. Or stands for those people that if you like attacking with your Vanguard last and they guard 2 to pass and you get 2 to pass, and because both of your rear guards are already rested, you give both to Vanguard. If you're that kind of player that likes to bet on the get 2 triggers, or if you're that kind of player that likes to attack with 1 rear guard first and then the end, and then you get a stand trigger, you stand the only grade 2 that you attack with first, and then give the power to the other standing grade 2, and then the grade 2 or grade 3 overlord that you stood can just slowly snipe, pick off an extra 5k. If you're one of those kind of people, go ahead, try stands, why not? But yeah, that's basically all I have to say in this video. Between these, honestly, you definitely play 4 heals no matter what, but find out whatever spread of these 3 in 12s that works for you, and because honestly it's player preference. So the Blaze Samurai, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy this series. Tell me what you think about the series, like building the. Tell me if it actually helped you or not. I'll leave links to my other videos, and yeah, tell me what you guys think. The Blaze Samurai, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.